Say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die. I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
For all things Pelicans. Now tuned into the Pelican Post-Game Report. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the Pelican Post-Game Report. Pels get another win tonight. They win 2 straight. They knock off the Spurs 109-103. They are winners of 2 in a row, and they seem to turn the Wemby-less Spurs into a version of the Sacramento Kings. So Foxy is looking a little different here. So the Steelers, the series is 2-1. So the Spurs and Pels will meet in middle of March for the finale, so to speak. But we all know Pelicans improved to 15-43. They get their 15th win on the season, 11-19 at home. Spurs dropped to 24-32. So I don't know how that makes the Spurs feel, being that the Pelicans knocked them off. But hey, man, a win is a win, man. I know we're supposed to be going to the opposite side of the spectrum, but the Pels have something going on, able to knock off the Spurs. So we know. Anyway, pretty good game here in terms of our backups doing their thing. We seen Brown, we seen Kelly Olynyk doing his thing as well, and those guys seem to be good. Now Brown, we know Brown is a incoming. He's going to be a free agent. We know we still have Kelly for an additional year beyond this year, and those guys looking like they're doing all right. But anyway, we'll have the post game from Willie Green momentarily. Let's hit some stats while we before we get to the post presser from Willie Green. The Pelicans tonight, 41 of 94 for 43.6% from the field. They were awful from downtown, 7 of 31 for 22.6, but they get to the foul line 25 times, converted 20 of 25 for 80%. The Spurs on the other end, 38 of 93 for 41%. They were 13 of 44 for downtown from 29.5%, 14 of 18 from the foul line. Really suspect calls early on in this game. Very weird. But ultimately, that didn't stop the Pelicans from securing the victory. 54 rebounds tonight by the Pelicans. They had 20 offensive rebounds tonight by the Pelicans, and they're putting in some work on the offensive boards. The assist game was Spurs 29-25. The steal game 14-11. Their away, Pels way 6-4 with the blocks. The turnovers, 19 turnovers by the Pelicans, 25 points given up versus 20 by the Spurs with 26 given up. Pels did win the points in the paint battle 66-44, and did beat them in the fast break game 23-5. So let's go on to Willie Green and hear what he had to say about tonight's match.
Similar result as well, and your defense in the fourth quarter allowed their offense to catch up, and you were able to get the W tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Really proud of our guys. Hard to beat a team 2 games in a row, but that was the message to our group. It was, let's see if we can step on the floor and do it again, execute, try to be dominant with this series. And credit to the guys in the locker room that came out, even with the slow start. And, the next 3 quarters, all 30-point quarters, and I thought our defense set the tone.
It's another win where everybody contributed, and you look up and down the box score, everybody played, scored, and that's the type of effort it continues to take to get wins with the team.
Sure. I'm really excited about this group. They're locked into the details. The guys are playing for each other, and you never really feel like you're out of it. And so, like I said, credit to our group going out and executing on both ends of the floor. We want to get off to some better starts, but we'll take the 2 wins for sure.
Bruce Brown had a really good game as far as he was able to do after kind of struggling a little bit with his first 2 games. What can you kind of say about his play tonight?
That's who he's been over his career, is a guy that, comes up big when you need him. He has championship experience. He's played a number of different roles on different teams. We really value what he brings to our group. He can handle the ball. He can play off the ball. He's smart. He's a really good rebounder and passer. So just adding another high IQ competitor on the floor makes a huge difference with our group.
Kelly had another one before, so you say about his play?
Well, we like the big lineup so far. After many games of not being able to win the rebounding margin, we're winning that, and that's giving us extra possessions. It's allowing us to get out and play in transition. So we'll continue to explore. Kelly was really good tonight.
Speaking of, creating extra opportunities, you guys are grabbing a bunch of offensive boards, weren't turning them into points through the first 3 quarters. How important was it to finally start getting some more second chance points in that fourth quarter to kind of, just get that effect of, the crowd getting into it and just getting some results from all the offensive boards y'all are grabbing? Yeah,
we know we can be better with taking advantage of second chance opportunities. We're getting rebounds, and now, it's about securing the rebound and making sure we make a solid play. We missed some easy shots, some open threes that we probably would love to get back, but we'll continue to work on that.
And overall, just how big was the bench in this one? Hawk had some good moments. The Jose, another good scoring. How big were they in this one? They were huge. They gave us a huge lift when we needed it. Jose was a spark. Jordan Hawkins, good to see him get into a rhythm. We're trying to make sure we have some consistency with his play. Bruce was great. Carlo was good. Even Tone, when he stepped on the floor, hit a big shot for us. So that's building the momentum. That's building good habits with our group, and that's what we want to focus on continuing to do as we progress throughout the season.
What would you credit the most for that turnaround in the second quarter? I think you guys early in that quarter fell behind by 19.
Competitors. This is a competitive group. Even though sometimes, you look at our record and you may not see the results. We're all excited about this team and what we're going to do moving forward. And so continue to talk to our team about how important it is to build good habits, to build momentum, to go out and attack each and every opportunity that we get. And we're seeing it on display.
It's kind of nice now that you're winning kind of rebounding battles regularly. I think, what was it?
It's refreshing.
+9 tonight.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Plus 22 points in the paint.
It is. I mean, I don't have to come in here and you guys say, well, y'all lost the rebounding battle. How are you going to get better? Well, we're doing that right now.
Stop using the small ball so much.
It's a lot of positives to take from this game. We'll look at the tape tomorrow, and then there's some improvements. There's some areas that we know we can get better. 7 for 31 from 3 offensively, that jumps out at us. The turnovers, 19 turnovers, so we got to get that down. But we'll relish this win tonight, and then tomorrow we'll focus on the areas that we can get better at.
Well, is there anything you can point to? I think your team started was 0 for 8 first quarter on 3-point attempts.
No, just gotta knock them down. That's it. Keep shooting.
God damn!
I think the whole arena took a deep breath, but glad he's okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, that was old Willie Green up there talking about the game. DC, welcome on in, brother.
Trey was okay. Almost got hurt in a meaningless game in a nothing season. We kept him out there.
Hey, bro, listen, we talked about that, the Zion thing. We talked about that on the last
Zion, they would have brought Zion to the back. He'd have been all on the table and shit.
Now, we talked about that, bro. We hit at that on the last stream about what was going on with the Pelicans playing some of those guys. We knew that the way they pulled Zion out, they wanted to make sure he got his minutes as well. So, and tonight, man, based on what we seen from his minutes, Zion finished with let's see, man, 29 minutes, 18 points.
He had an extra minute. He had an extra minute. We're moving up.
18 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He was +2, and he had 29 minutes of action tonight. So good for Zion. A minute before 30. So it's ever by.
We're getting to 30. We're about to be at 30.
Itching on up there, brother.
I wonder if that was an accident because they've been so consistent with 28 minutes. Maybe they just messed up today.
Well, tablet was on the fritz.
Yeah, man. It was a minute, and it was like an extra 15 seconds more than what they wanted to do. Oh shit! They got 29 minutes. Oh shit!
Hey, bro, but the bottom line is, bro, Pels get the W. DC, they beat the Spurs again, man.
We gotta talk about one thing about this interview. I think it is very alarming that the Pelicans won.
Okay.
In the Willie Green presser is exactly the same as if they lost.
That's
It's like
true.
it's the same shit.
That's true. I was getting the same feeling, bro. I was listening to him.
Listening to him, I can't tell whether we won or lost. If I just didn't watch anything and listen to Willie, I wouldn't know.
Willie knows it doesn't matter, DC.
Oh shit.
It doesn't matter, brother.
Hey Marley, bro, I'm tired of you talking about. Look, bro, I needed a little pick me up. I need some snacks. I had some dates, bro. I mean some dates and some walnuts. You talking about rum chips and shit? I don't even know what that is. What is rum chips?
Rum DC.
They make rum chips.
Come on, bro. You know that, brother.
Banana chips, man. That's too much damn sugar, Marley. I'm gonna be up here asleep during the show eating some banana chips.
But yeah, man, tonight DC they did already. I already went over the team stats, my friend. I'm gonna go over a few of the individual statistics.
Oh, I missed the team stats.
Missed the team stats,
oh,
bro.
Man, I'm timing that shit good.
That's right. And then we look at now. Let me put them on the screen for the family members so they can get a good look. These are the individual stats for night for the Pelicans. Top scorer, man, Trey Murphy III, 24 points in 36 minutes. He had 4 assists to go along with 4 rebounds. Did his thing. 18 from Zion. We just talked about that. He had 6 turnovers in the game, but he finished with 18 points in 29 minutes of action. Then there was 13 from CJ McCollum in 29 minutes. He was off in this game, shooting 1 of 6 from downtown, but he did have 5 of 14 from the field. Not too good for him efficiency-wise. 5 assists, 4 boards. Off the bench, 12 from Jordan Hawkins in 24 minutes of action. 5 of 13, DC. He was 1 of 7 from downtown shooting it. 10 from Yeeves with 11 boards in 28 minutes. 6 from Kelly with 12 rebounds. He was 0 for 2 from downtown with 23 minutes. He was out in this hustle game. Bruce Brown came in and drew in 8 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, plus 20 for Brown in 29 minutes out there playing defense, doing all his thing. And 18 from Carlo Mekovic, who played in 18 minutes, had 2 rebounds in the matchup. Jose, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal, plus 14. So some of the bench guys, DC, plus 20 from Brown, Mekovic, plus 12, plus 14 from Jose off the bench. So Pels, 109 and 109, 103. That's 2 straight, man. We kind of predicted last stream that the Pelicans would lose this game.
Yeah, Q, but
we were wrong.
Man, there's no way I thought the Pelicans will go out, and I mean there were only 4 rebounds probably off duplicating it with Misi and Kelly Olynyk. I think both of those guys would damn near have a double-double, bro. Like we probably won the rebound battle by I'm guessing 10 rebounds or more, right? So that to me, along with I know they gave the play of the game to Trey, and Trey did his part. He had a nice little run in that second quarter to kind of get us back in it. He had like 11-point quarter or something like that, 11-point quarter.
Yeah, he let it up.
Right. But Bruce Brown and Jose Alvarado, to me, when they started getting in the game and getting in the groove of it, those 2 guys changed everything, in my opinion. Zion obviously did his part. I can't, shoot that. Zion was out there putting that work in. It was a light night for him, but he had some very impactful runs as well, and just dominating down low, man. But man, those guys off the bench, and then Hawk coming in, those 12 points he gave, some of his points were really impactful. I just think overall the bench really won us this game, in my opinion. The starters, did enough to bring it on home, but I know we like that big lineup, and Willie saying this, and I ain't gonna say I hate it, but I can't deny it, man. Just the offense is very stagnant with that big lineup, man. And it's the second game we've seen it, and we get down by a lot of points with the double big lineup. So I don't know how to feel about it. I think Jose should definitely be in as our point guard, however you want to do that. Obviously, you don't want to bench CJ McCollum right now, but he's been more impactful to me right now. I'm not saying over the whole season or nothing. Just these last 2 games, Jose, the dynamic of him has been changing a lot. And Bruce Brown coming in, man, just his defense and that hustle to do. He had like 2 blocks and 3 steals or something like that. And I don't even looking at the stats and see it up there, but he just, man, because I was on the phone talking to one of my partners during the game. I'm like, man, Bruce Brown can't want to be here, bro. We paying this dude $23 million, man. He barely giving us 8 points. There ain't nothing really else. And he came out, he showed out tonight. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. What how many steals, Q? We had the steals up there. Probably 3 steals.
I think it was 3.
It was at least 3. You know, they ain't crediting him for no blocks. I could have swore he had a block or 2.
Yeah, 3 steals.
He closing out, you know, close to the end of the game, shutting off possessions. Real big game from him. And then we hear Willie in the goddamn press conference talk about, yeah, well, he can be a big when you need him to. And it's like, bro, why is he so obsessed with making this man a big, bro?
Willie's weird, man.
Why does he keep saying that, bro?
I don't get it.
And then in the other tongue, he flips and he talks about us playing the bigger lineups and fixing the rebounding and shit. Like, all right, Willie. But nonetheless,
go figure, right? Big guys down there get rebounds. The Pelicans had 50+ rebounds today. Had 20 offensive rebounds too.
Right.
So go figure the big lineup actually gets you rebounds. And they won the points in the paint game too. They won the points in the paint.
Well, they was killing in the paint because they couldn't shoot a 3 to save their life other than Trey Murphy. But shout out to Carlo too, man. He had a solid showing after a career night the other night. Like to see more rebounds from him, but 18 minutes, 8 points, 2 rebounds.
Plus 12.
Yeah, he didn't miss a shot that he took, missed 1 free throw. So shout out to him. Impactful minutes for him as well, man. And Yves, he got him a double-double. I think this is what, 9th or 10th double-double they said on the season.
Something like
heard
that,
him say during the game.
Yeah.
So a lot of, I guess, things to be positive about, although I thought the Pels was going to lose, and I would have wanted them to lose. But nonetheless, I just hope we can duck injuries, man, because I was holding my breath.
That was close on that trade.
Yeah, and then I looked at the time, and I'm like, man, this is what I was talking about last game, but we was up by 7, so it's reasonable for him to still be in there. We only up by 7. But last game, we was up by 16, Q, and, we playing 2-something minutes left in the game. I'm like, why is these dudes still out there? This is the last thing you want is for one of them to get hurt.
I don't know what the logic is on that, man, to be honest with you. But then again, maybe DC, they know they ain't really playing for nothing. So I guess they're a little loose with that thought process, man.
Shouldn't that be the opposite? You're supposed to be you play it more like, more cautious. I know at least at the 2-minute, 30-minute mark, if I got a 10-point lead or so, I'm taking them out.
Right. I mean, that's what
I'm taking them out. Shit, if we lose, fuck it. We take it anyway, right?
Exactly. Yeah, well, if
they come back and get a miracle win on that, then okay.
Well, they put you closer to what the end result is. But yeah, I don't understand that part. But I also realize that it's been a long season for us, and Willie Green being able to do something positive, like get a 2-game winning streak against the Spurs, which is a divisional rival right there. So I know it don't really amount to anything, but right now,
Atlanta Falcons are nothing to the Saints.
Nah, I mean, I'm just saying,
ain't much of a rivalry, bro. They've been kicking our ass for a long time, bro.
No, we've been getting the Spurs. We've been beating the Spurs recently. I mean, they don't have pop. They don't have pop.
I'm just talking about over,
Oh, overall, it's not even. It's not even a thing. Yeah, it's not even. It's not even a
that's right, Mark. Wemby ain't even out there. You know what I'm saying?
No Popovich, no Wemby, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Pelicans Nola makes another valid point. He said they ain't playing really with no center. Because I was looking at that too when I start seeing these guys gobble up all these rebounds. I'm like, oh, yeah, it is Bismack Biyombo and Harrison Barnes. Like Bismack Biyombo is technically a center, but he's like undersized. He's like 6'9" or something like that. You got Harrison Barnes is about 6'8" as their power forward. Yep. So kind of makes sense too. So seeing them play another team with the do it big lineup, we'll see how that shit look. You remember that? The do it big? Mm-hmm. We go do it big. They had the whole little campaign with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins.
I remember that. That was some good times, bro. Ain't no front down.
It was, man. I really thought it was gonna be something, bro.
Yeah, to Dell Dempsey.
I didn't think it was just gonna be 1 year and it fizzled out.
Thanks to Dell. Dell went there with the cheap contract.
If
he'd only had that Amir Asik mentality with DeMarcus Cousins, we might still have. We'd have had.
You heard what DeMarcus Cousins said, huh? He was up late. laid in there in the hospital. They say the man recovering, and Dale coming in
He
there
comes
trying to
in
talk
there.
about the damn contract.
Yep, he comes
He
in there
ain't
with
even
the
coming there asking him how he doing or nothing. He
Nope.
coming there trying to talk about the contract.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
remember.
yeah, that is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
And then
And
I guess he found out
low balls him.
because he found out it was an Achilles injury. And I
Mhm.
guess he was trying to, maybe prey on DeMarcus probably being in a low mood and hopefully signing a low ball contract, which hindsight is 2020. When you really look at it, that contract would have been better than anything he got. And DeMarcus Cousins said the number that Dale Demps was saying, or that was out there with 20, he said nobody ever offered him that. He said he wasn't offered no 20 million. That's a lie. That's what DeMarcus Cousins said.
Yeah, I remember at the time he said he didn't name a number, but he said that it was an insult to him. They lowballed
Which
him.
is funny to me. Like, do you think he could be lying? Because the fact that
I don't think he
there's
lying.
a number out there that is 20 million. DeMarcus says it's not 20 million, but he doesn't say what number it was. Or maybe I missed what he said what number it was. I never heard him say, well, it wasn't 20 million, it was 12. Or I never heard him say a number.
Based on what I know about Dale Demps and
he
versus
was
what I know
definitely
about
a
DeMar
liar.
Cousins, man, I give that credit to Cousins all day over Demps, just to be honest with you.
Yeah, Simp Demps, huh?
Yeah, Sam Demps. So I mean, but outside of that, man, Spurs lose to the Pelicans. Pelicans get 2 straight. DC, they get 2 straight, 3 straight at home. They got a 3-game winning streak at home. They have to.
Come on, Q, stop. That's depressing.
I'm just saying, man, it's depressing to talk about the win.
Man, they need 59 to 60 losses, bro. They keep winning like this.
They're gonna get. I mean, you got
they
what?
keep winning like this.
Left?
Willie gonna be back.
Is there any thought that Willie's going anywhere if they win 20 games? DC, is it any? If they win 20,
the Pelicans
I'll say he's coming back. I don't think I don't have no faith in what's the guy? Griffin. I have no faith in him. I don't think he fires.
If he doesn't,
Willie
Zion should make sure he's fired. Or Trey Murphy. One of them has to step up and
which they won't.
Well, it's gonna be more the same, bro.
It's bad. These guys are not. These are not superstars or top-notch players. Like even Wemby had that sense.
What they say you're not a superstar. You're not a superstar till you get a coach fired. You heard people say that before.
From the LeBron school, huh? That's what it goes.
Have you heard people say that before?
Yeah, because there was some pressure. I know Joe. I ain't gonna go to the old days with some of these other guys like Jordan when he had Collins up there in Chicago, and they kind of pushed. Hey, they made the change to go with somebody else. They knew, bringing Phil Jackson to set the culture. You have to have sense to do that. I don't think this guy we have running the team. I think he's an idiot. I really do think he's a moron. I think he is he conned himself because he damn sure ain't fooling us. Willie Green should have been. I
don't think he's a moron.
I think he's a moron.
I think he's a weasel. He's clever, more clever than intelligent.
So you would say he's not intelligent. He's cunning.
Yeah.
He's more cunning than intelligent.
But he has enough. He have enough intelligence to,
the flim-flam
pull shit over people. And then on top of that,
idiots that's running the team.
It's like cat dog, except it's not a dog. It's a weasel. He's a pussy, and he's a weasel. So it's these two combinations together, and you got.
That's a terrible combination.
Yeah.
That's a terrible combination, DC. Yeah. You're a pussycat and a weasel. Oh my God, you ain't shit. If you like that, bro, damn, bro.
That's what we got.
That's what I call a man, octopus. You call him a pussycat and a weasel.
Yeah, like another version that you ever seen that cartoon Cat Dog instead of being a cat and a dog tied together.
That's stupid.
It's a pussy and a weasel tied together.
Damn, bro. I drew the line on octopus.
You done tied it in with a goddamn octopus.
I've been saying the octopus because he's a control freak. That's what's choking the Pelicans out right now is the fact that he reaching in places that he's not supposed to be reaching at. He got weak leadership around him, and I like the only person I really like in the Pelicans organization is Swin Cash. That's the only way, because I like her mindset. She's a winner. But when you bring people into a bunch of losers, it's hard for a winner to push these guys, motivate them. Everybody's smiling, they happy. There's no pressure for you to win anything. If you got that going on, these people ain't serious about really collecting and winning. Like I said, I'm not really that excited about hitting the draft. I know a lot of people are grabbing on to some form of excitement. Hey, the lottery coming. We can be able to get Flag or Harper or one of these guys. DC, at the end of the day, it will mean nothing, because you basically you're in a mild rebuild if you're looking at lottery players to assist veterans that you currently have on your team. When the season started off, you were supposed to be competing for playoffs and much more. So how did you then allow them to shift you to this bullshit? Whether you have Flag or not, it doesn't guarantee you to be a good team next year if you don't change the head coach, because that's where the problem lies. Even if you have a pussy weasel running the team, the reality is if you have a good coach, which I really doubt the fact that he would hire an aggressive coach to run this team and bring in that form of mentality, because like you said, astutely said, a pussy weasel have all of these players weak and flimsy. They're all a bunch of lovable losers, as I call them.
Right.
I'm not cool with that. I'm turning over tables and everything up in there, fussing and cussing at people.
Gonna say you on winning while they going back behind telling everybody it's all right.
They pull a Loomis on you, Mickey Loomis. They telling you, hey, we're competing right now. And then they go back behind the stage and talk to Kellen Moore. Hey, listen, we'll help you rebuild. We'll help you rebuild. And they busted them on that. That was what the reporter said, that they told her that they were telling the candidates that we're going to rebuild. We're rebuilding, and telling you something different.
So not a rebuild.
Oh, well, I ain't no lie now.
How lowly do they think of us as supporters to think
not much?
You tell the people that it's a rebuild, like they still won't show up and support the team. It's one thing for them to lose, and they're not good enough and they don't have the talent and everything, but we're not incompetent. I think the people will still cheer the team on and sit and take what they can take from the season, right?
Just be honest.
When you sell them on, like, you go and win a championship.
But DC, listen.
And then you 5-13, or like the Pelicans, you are 14 and 43, or 15 and 43, or whatever it is. Damn, Q, I was getting to it.
You said the record. That's enough right now to spur. That shit horrible.
Well, that did 15 and 43, and you got the people, and you telling them this. And the only reason this person is still here is because of the secret contract.
I gotta give myself a round of applause. I'm ready tonight. God damn it.
Pelicans know they couldn't wait for it, man. They couldn't wait for it.
Man. Yeah, I'm ready tonight. Y'all can't make fun of me.
What more do you want from me?
You can't tell me shit tonight. I'm on one right
second
now.
First round pick.
Say, bro, all I can say,
well,
man.
not a second round, but the second or the first pick.
But seriously, DC, hold on. Let me get to Michael. Michael, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you.
Oh, well, yeah. What's up, Michael? I'm up here ranting. I ain't see him down there, man.
He says, why are the Pelicans still trying to win? Thank you.
I want to say thank you very much. Picking me up, bringing me back to this world.
This is why the Pelicans still trying to win, brother.
Because Willie Dream trying to make sure you get another coaching assistant job when you get fired. That's all that's about. And I think the players having some form of pride. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they do.
You heard the sound bites from Trey at the All-Star. He was like, "Yeah, I dropped 40 on y'all." And Lucas said, "But we won the game." So you know what I'm saying? It's like you're an athlete, man, and you go out there, and regardless of what's going on, those guys have been winners, all of their lives before coming in the NBA. And I don't think that mentality goes away. They're going out there to compete and try and win, man. They don't want to lose, regardless of the circumstances, I think. So it's up to coaching and management to put you in a situation to get intelligent losses. And, I guess in some games you should win. Like, you don't want a season where you lose every goddamn game. Like, even if you're tanking, you want to try different things and see what works, this or that. But it's more, I guess, about the players you play, at least from the era I remember, as far as tanking intelligently. You usually do things like play the young guys more. And this is for the person who has the secret contract.
My bad.
Willie Green, man. It's for him to it's for him to
let me explain something to
play
you.
the younger guys more minutes, man. That's how you tank intelligently, bro.
And Maul says, Q, Lex will be mad at you. You can't get her timing right with the secret contract. No, you know what? The thing is, I got some work to do.
Trying to get him a break because Lex gonna when she come back.
No, the thing is, I have different sources. I have different sound effects coming from different places. So where I draw certain sound effects is from a different thing that's not as easier than my board.
You sound like right now?
So I got to put that on the board. It's not on the board. It's actually on the computer, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm a transition.
Say family, don't he sound like Kevin Hart when he was talking about that bank account when somebody asking for money? Because the way my bank account is structured, I got the overdrafts and the underdrafts, and when you try to overdraft for your underdraft, it sound like Kevin Hart with this shit. It's over here and it's over there. Man, you use this button all the time, man. You mean to tell me you couldn't put it in the right place so you could just get to it like, wow, quick on the trigger like that?
Hey, bro, I got to
never know when you got to pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely, bro, have to do it, man. I've been definitely slipping, bro, on that end of it, man, with my sound effects, man, every now and again. But I'm going to put it on the board where you can hear stuff like this.
Talk, boy!
And
you ain't lying.
And all that. It's not on the board. I can touch it right there. The other stuff is in the computer, but I'm going to bring it on over, man. But yeah.
Well, Jared has a question, Q. I thought I made it pretty clear, but maybe you can answer his question because he's trying to figure this out.
I just think it's incredibly funny. DC's description of David Griffin, I called him the octopus. That's been something we've been using for years.
Well, we ain't gonna stop using octopus. That's a classic, man.
That's a classic. Doc Ock.
You even got the little picture. What a picture? Put the picture up there. When you put the picture up there?
Let me see if I can find the picture I use.
That's all right. That's all right.
There it is.
There you go. Classic, man.
Hey, that's a classic, man. That's the classic Doc Ock pitch right there. But see, the thing is, though, DC, with that picture, it's showing you that the guy is and we've broken it down. He's a narcissistic control freak. This whole fixation, this crazy mentality about putting together. He wants a basketball family, almost like he was denied one in his life, and he's trying to recreate that.
Maybe he adopted. You think he adopted?
I don't know.
Make a lot of sense. That makes sense why he won't micromanage everything. He don't trust.
I know he got a
job, and
I know he got a lot.
Make a lot of sense if he was adopted.
He got a lot of mental issues, man. That it plays itself out. Like he lies a lot. He just
that's the weasel in him.
Yeah, he is just. And it's just not a good trait. You cannot do that here. You can't talk like that down. You can't act like that down here. We won't tolerate that. But here goes Zion Williamson tonight with his thoughts. Here we go.
How good is it being able to start teams?
It's all right, man. That's all right. That's a great question.
It'd be nice if we could have heard it.
I mean, he's emphasized it all season, but with the new guy, especially KO, what he had last game, 15, and just even when he only had, I'm sorry, excuse me, he had 12 tonight. I was looking at the offense. He had 12 tonight. That impacts the game. The second chance opportunities. I think he even had one where he got one. So that's
like
real
Kelly
big.
Olynyk. That's a good thing.
How good was?
They'll have. He'll be here next year.
Just seeing Bruce out there,
he better be
confident, just making more plays.
He under contract for another year.
Welcome back.
They should extend him.
We joked about it. He played pickup the other day with the PD coaches and some of the players, and he said, he just had to get his rhythm back, returning from injury. So it was good to see him, look familiar.
How much do you guys look forward to these games where you could play a team back to back and kind of read how they adjust to you? What kind of different coverages did they throw at you? Did you feel like they tried some different things against you tonight?
They definitely did throw a few different coverages at me. it looked like they were baiting my pass on the kick out. So to answer your question, yes, it is nice to play teams like that because, you know, trying to think bigger picture. When you're in the playoffs, you're going to have to see the same team 4 to 7 games.
Okay, I like that.
Spark that turnaround. In the
Say
second
playoffs.
quarter. I think you guys were trailing by
He must mean next year.
Man.
Hey, damn sure it's gonna be this
You know
year.
what? I got to go back and watch it. It just kind of happened. Our effort picked up, and effort in the sense of our actions, getting out in transition, defensively. So I know that was something that changed for sure. But this time I got to go back and watch the film.
Do you have a lump in your throat when you saw Trey kind of go down, need to be helped over to the bench?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was scared for a second. Because when I was already down the court, and I think CJ had it, and he was about to attack, and then I kind of caught it out the corner of my eye. I was like, "What?" And you know, when he kind of slapped the ground, I was like, "Oh God!" Just because you know our team has been battling injuries all year, and you know Trey's been doing his thing, but seeing him get up, walk it off, and finish the game, that was a breath of fresh air for sure.
You caught at the free throw line. They had like 3 or 4 people in front of you, and you went up and threw it down with 2 hands. What did you kind of remember seeing on that play?
I missed a few this game and last game. I missed a few shots that I feel like I usually make. So the thought process was, I got to go finish this. Made it work. Made it work. You know what? I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, y'all all right, man. Hey, y'all have a good one.
Let him go a little earlier tonight. All right. DC thoughts on Zion, man. When he said, yeah, it was definitely when I seen Trey on the ground, man, I was like, damn it, man, here we go again. But yeah, when they kind of moved ahead, you seen them Brown and guy who was helping them up. It was Brown and Messi maybe helping them walk.
I was like, all I thought of, that Shannon Sharp meme, because I said this last show about them not taking people out the game early. So I thought about that Shannon Sharp meme where he just put his hands on and go, like, there you go. There you go. And then, about 30 seconds later, I saw Trey walking under his own power. And I was like, whew. Boy, I didn't want to be right about that shit. Thank God. So
then you had all the questions as why is he in there? Why was he in there?
Why was he in there?
All that.
I was thinking that even before he got hurt. But I'm like, I look at the score. I'm like, well, it is a 7-point game, and even though we're tanking, I know they want to win. So
do they want to win?
It's justifiable for him to be out there in a 7-point game. My thing is, to me,
that was you
the
saying
line
the
has
last
always
game.
been 10 points. Last game, no, that was just retarded. But this game, we get into the 2-minute mark, under 2 minutes, and it's a 7-point game. Like, yeah, you gotta leave your starters out there. But 10 points, to me, 10 points, 2 minutes, man, you pull everybody out. If you're trying to be cautious, some coaches, they're not gonna do that. But you're trying to be cautious, man. You start hitting that 2-minute mark, 10-point game, you can pull your guys out in a season like this.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, with the Pelicans, but they earned DC the 15th win of the season. And the people such as yourself predict the Pelicans to win as much as 20 games before the season. They had like 23 games left to go.
20 I said 19 to 20 games. 19 to 20. I don't see 23. 23 is a bit high.
That's 5 more wins.
I don't want to mess my eyes up. I want to be right there in the mix with everybody.
DC for Jedi asked about this comment right here. Could you explain to him that was your topic? Did you explain that before we jumped on with Zion's interview?
Well, yeah, I compared it to like this weird ass cartoon that used to be out because David Griffin is a weird ass dude. Nobody liked this cartoon, as a matter of fact, because Q was like, I hated that cartoon.
I hated that cartoon.
So did I, but I just thought it was a interesting name for a title. They called it Cat Dog. It was the name of a cartoon called Cat Dog.
But what is a weasel?
And a dog tied together. I said David Griffin is like Cat Dog, except there ain't no dog. It's a pussy and a weasel. Because that's what he is. He's a pussy ass weasel. Okay?
Damn, DC.
I can't.
Oh,
I hate
man.
that dude, Q. And you know
What? You know,
man,
I
listen,
don't like
bro.
him either, bro. I can't
Bro,
stand David.
we've been
Griffin, I
on
ain't gonna lie
David
to you.
Griffin top since
I can't stand
since
David
the
Griffin.
Zion era
And it's
started.
because
Q.
of
Me
all
and
the
you
lies,
saw this
man.
from the beginning before they
We
ever
did.
even played a game.
We seen it.
We watched how he was talking in the offseason when he first got here and was like, oh shit.
Wouldn't commit to nothing.
And then there was a series of checklists from that was like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But let's hope for the best. We covering the Pels. Let's go with it. That he drew the permission to dominate. You know that son spikes through everything.
The weird piano incident.
The piano incident was later, but by the time the piano incident happened, nobody was surprised, right? What was the dude we had on? Christian Wood, the cutting of Christian Wood for no goddamn reason, and then we continue to experience horrible injury luck with centers thereafter, and you needed a shooting center around Zion. I mean, Christian Wood might have not been the best option, but I think Christian Wood would have actually looked really good with this team. Front court of him mixed in with Derek Favors, and you could have took your time with Jackson Hayes. Like, we didn't have to try to rush the palm tree out there to set impatient picks. You know what I mean? So really, we didn't want him to draft him at all. You know, that was the number one red flag for me, because Q could tell you, before Darius Garland was ever thought about, before the Pelicans trade happened, when we were still trying to figure out what number we was going to be in the draft, I was pushing Darius Garland. And then I saw us get the number 1 pick, and we got the number 4 pick. You can imagine my excitement. I like Lonzo Ball. I like Drew Holiday, but we get one of them the fuck out of here for Darius Garland. And what do? We trade the number 4 pick.
Yep. What did we trade it for that? What did we give up for the 4th pick that year? I forget.
So we could get the 17 pick. We got Jackson Hayes in NAW. So a team.
It was Zion. That was the year they got Zion.
They gave us the 8 pick and the 17th to move up to number 4.
Hold on. Wasn't that the Zion year when they got Zion number 1, and then
we could have had one of the best drafts in NBA history.
Yeah, that was awful.
We could have got Zion and Darius Garland in the same draft. Bro.
Yeah, because there was rumoredville that the Pelicans could have used picks to move up to go, because you was pushing it that, you know, try to see if you can add picks from this year and get Ja Morant.
Ja Morant. And I said, well, you know, we're in a great position. If you can't get Ja,
then you go
just
get Darius Garland.
We'd be awesome either way.
They went drafted
none of that shit.
They got palm tree. They got the palm tree that never got strong. They got NAW, and he didn't do anything here. They just shipped both them guys out of here. I mean, they got him out of here. So that was just one thing.
He did that. You know what I'm saying? Then we had the Drew Holiday's permission to dominate, and we don't want to make Zion the face of the team. I was like, what? Then
yeah.
Then after that,
Brandon Ingram thing,
we had the ramp ups. After that, once we got to the ramp ups, I was like, this shit is fucking disaster.
It was when Zion hurt himself in the offseason, and they opened up the press conference dropping that he was hurt. Then it was this whole thing about him working his way back, and then it was, you know, it was that year, and then the next year something else happened. And it was how they were doing these injury alerts.
Well, that was the year when they fired Van Gundy, like that next year, because
David Griffin Elvin Gentry, the one told you about what was going on with the injuries. He the one threw it out there. He kind of hit that. He got pissed off.
Don't ask
me.
Ask them.
Ask them. Yeah, ask them.
That was after he called the timeout on a fast break for Lonzo Ball.
That's right. That boy was on that brown, boy. I said, I know a drunk.
This man to call a timeout. We about to get 2 free points. What the fuck is wrong with him?
I know a drunkard when I see one, bro. That boy probably keep one of them little bottles, them flasks in his back pocket, and he turn and squig it up. That boy there,
old fish eyes, huh?
That boy had brown. He was drinking brown. He was drinking something brown. But anyway, man, yeah.
Wait, I just want to point out the last one since we touched on the next season because you said what happened the next season. Next season, Van Gundy came in. He had hard practices. We looked like a different team. I don't know why he wanted to start Eric Bledsoe so bad. That shit wasn't working. But towards the end of the year, we were in the thick of things for making. Was that the first year to play in? I think that was the first year to play in. And we we still it was still the playoffs. We were right there in making the playoffs.
They started tanking. They started benching
the players. They took everybody out.
Lonzo out, everybody just
took everybody out. All these mysterious fucking injuries. Zion had a little his pinky finger was hurt or some bullshit, and Lonzo had a weird injury. Drew Holiday, everybody they just pulled everybody. The last 10 games of the season would have made the playoffs, and they decided just not to make the playoffs.
I don't want to take away Pelican faithful joy about, because really it's a bleak season. The only thing they can really draw from it is the fact that Zion is healthy. Trey Murphy is playing games next to Zion, which we envisioned. That's good. And then we seeing a lot of the young guys get reps. But outside of that, I mean, it's the fixation on the future of the team and getting these guys, whoever if it's Flag or Harper, one of those guys. But in the end, DC, like I said, I don't want to steal your joy from you, but at the end of the day, if Willie Green is still here, he's not going to be able to know how to incorporate these guys into any system. Willie Green is green. He green to a lot of this stuff. You need a guy with a stronger resume than Willie Green.
How much?
It's not working.
How long does it take till he's not green no more?
He gonna stay green, bro. It doesn't seem like he's improving. Bro. It doesn't.
Get too much sunlight. We need to put him in the winter so he gets brown.
He's just not developing, bro. Bro, a light's supposed to have gone on for Willie Green in the 4th year. He's been an NBA coach. This is his 4th year as an NBA coach. A light's supposed to go on for you. And I kind of preference it, compare it to other coaches when Willie got hired who were in the league when he got hired. Look at Jamal Mosley down in Orlando. That's who, when I look at, like, in terms of coach development and how guys are doing it, look how and what he's doing. Even to a degree, Lee in Charlotte. These guys are good young coaches, and they developing. They got the respect of their team, because Orlando had a lot of players, but they weren't playing well together. And Jamal Mosley went there, kind of put a system together, got those guys believing in themselves. They give us hell every time we play them. But Willie Green as a head coach is not developing at that pace that you want to see. The light bulb goes off for him. He's still struggling with the same stuff that we seen last year and the year before that. And it's just not getting any better. And it just seems like he's getting run down. Like he got that mask on every damn night. He got the burglar mask on. You know, it's really weird, bro. I mean, he looks worn down, and I know after a long ass season like this, you know, it could be tough on anybody, but it's just from a coaching standpoint, I just don't see him getting better. And if he is getting better, it's so minimal that I can't tell. You know, I just don't see it. And if the Pelicans are going to be a contender for next year, they got to get a more resumed, respected coach that has a philosophy that can come in here and galvanize these players and teach them what to do. Because if Willie Green had that temperament, the Pelicans would be a lot better off than what they are, as opposed to people just talking about the injuries. Like, look how they do tonight. You know, you had a Spurs team. Now they missing Wemby. They don't really have a center, but you still have some really good players over there that the Pelicans have to beat. Chris Paul's over there. You got Fox over there. Foxy's over there. Vassell's a good player. They got good guys off the bench, and they playing. Well, they didn't play better than us these last couple of games, but they do have
they going through it, man, with that transition of losing Wemby. That's really messing them up, and they don't have a coach. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, it's a lot going on with them. But to transition,
I don't know if they'll get him back. I don't know if they'll get him back.
They say he should be back next year.
I'm talking about Popovich.
They say he should be back next year. That's what they say. Okay. This is a question. I guess my man Jedi Connor was asking, what happened to Messi? I think he fell apart these last few games. I would say I don't think he's played horrible these last few games. I just think offensively it seems like he's hitting the wall. You know, everybody's on to. They know he's not afraid to drive when he gets the ball. You know, guys are aware of his little face up game, the way he tried to just blow past them, and then he gonna do his spin move. He gonna fake you like he going to do a spin move, like you know. Everybody caught on to that shit.
He been scouted, and
right. So he got to develop some more skills, and he got to get stronger. He's never been strong enough to be a center, and I think you're just seeing that. Defensively, and as far as his rebounds have improved. That was my worst thing about him. What I saw, and he's gotten a lot better rebounding, positioning himself, and being able to get rebounds and tap the ball out so other people can get them. And he's a hell of a defender still. So. I think Misi is fine. He's just offensively, it's like
challenge.
The way I look at him now, it's like, okay, you don't have to not start him. But if we were playing serious games, I think Kelly Olynyk should have at least the same amount of minutes as him, or maybe a few more. Or maybe you might want to close out the games with Kelly when it get tight and stuff like that.
That's not even because Kelly's rebounding and he's also
he's doing everything Misi can do.
Yeah.
But he's way better offensively.
Right, exactly. He's a guy that can hit the three. He can stretch the court. He can hit the 3-pointer for you.
He passes.
You see, he passes the really smart player.
He know how to play.
Now,
like he make the right play every time.
But see, I didn't realize that I knew Kelly Olynyk
he good, bro.
The ball, but I did not realize how intelligent of a player that he was. Like this guy just got here,
and he one of the most intelligent players on the team.
And he's seeing the floor really well, making the passes, and he sees it very well. And yeah, we got him for another year beyond this year. Brown is the guy we don't. He's a free agent after this year.
You think they re-sign him? Because
not for 23.
I'm not crazy.
Maybe half of that
losing Brown, but I do think a combination of Brown
and Alvarado,
and Herb, and some of those guys being with the bench unit, I think that shit would be lethal, man.
Jose Alvarado, Brown, and Herb Jones, man, that would be all right.
As much as I like the Najee Dice pairing, I think they can be as good as that bench, if not better.
Yeah,
because you're gonna have to move, depending on who you draft or where we at in the draft. Like, somebody got to go to the bench. That should be a starter, like maybe Herb,
CJ.
Oh, it's kind of when he out there getting 40.
Let's say the guy is flagged. Let's just say straight up, because that's what people say. Let's say the Pelicans.
It's Herb. If it's flagged, you got to put Herb on the bench. But
so the 5 is what? If
it's Harper, I guess.
No. Let's do flag first. If it's flag, how does it look?
You got to play. I think that gives Misi more the green light too, because.
You ain't answered my question. You just went
I'm giving you the lineup.
Okay.
I'm saying Misi will start. That will give him more the green light with Cooper Flag, because you got another big guy that can shoot. So we can still have that double big thing they want to do, and it'll.
What would you play Flag?
Be better. I play Flag at the 4.
You put him at the 4?
You put Zion at the 3, like they've been doing. Let him be.
I like Zion. That.
You got you're gonna have Trey and you're gonna have CJ. I think that make the most sense.
What about Murray?
Murray's still hurt, so that's why.
Let's say Murray's healthy.
If Murray's healthy, man, that's a tough one. Because if Murray's healthy,
that ain't tough. CJ hit the bench.
CJ hit the bench, but I don't know if I want to still play that same lineup, because I might want more scoring out there. I might want to go small, but I can't. I probably would have to still keep it the same, because I can't pressure Cooper Flag to be trying to be a small ball center as a rookie. I got to let him get acclimated to the game. I got to let his body develop. But I think in the future, Cooper Flag may be able to play some small ball center. But as a rookie, I don't think you're going to be ready for that. But you're the first overall pick. So you got to start him. There's never been
no way you can,
a situation I've seen in NBA history where you get drafted number 1 and you don't start.
You got to start.
I don't remember that shit.
You got to start if you're number 1.
Even Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan probably had the best case to be somebody you could bring off the bench when they drafted him, because the Spurs had won a championship a few years prior or whatever before they got Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And then he comes in, you got David Robinson.
Yeah, David Robinson with him.
They had another power forward that was pretty good that was already there in front of Tim Duncan. I can't remember who it was, man.
Oh yeah, Sean Elliott that was there.
Sean Elliott was a small forward.
He was a 3.
He was a three. I don't remember who the 4 was. I mean, he wasn't as good as Tim Duncan, obviously, looking at what Tim Duncan was. But Tim Duncan
was it Chuck Person? No, it wasn't. It was
I don't
either
remember who
Cummings,
it was. They
Cummings.
They won a championship with the dude that they
I don't know.
there.
Yeah. If Sean was in here, he would tell us.
But anyway,
I don't even. I'm not having interest to look it up. If Sean did, they'll probably tell us. But
you're the first overall pick. You ain't coming off the bench. So
that's what they're saying. J. Carb says Murray, Trigger, Zion, Flag, Messi. That ain't a bad look, DC.
That's not.
But your coach, what's your coach do with that?
Who's the coach?
Willie Green.
Man, we might as well go get Krzyzewski or something, bro. You got 2 Duke dudes in the start.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
I wonder why he never tried to go to the NBA ball. I guess he just don't like it.
Not the right opportunity.
You think so?
It's got
all
to
them
be.
years. I think he's probably had an opportunity that was right. But that's like he wants to do it.
Maybe he was like Nick Saban.
He don't want to do it, man.
Calipari did that. Calipari, remember, he went to coach the Celtics. That was a disaster.
Yeah, he don't.
So it don't. Yeah, because you can't yell at them people and all that. Most of the guys, majority of them, make more money than you, and you yelling, they'll get.
Hey, hold up, Don.
So I mean, I don't know.
He's saying the Celtics didn't win a chip without Duncan. You don't remember the lockout year when they won?
Yeah, they won it with
1999.
David Robinson.
That was before Tim Duncan was there, bro.
Yeah, they won it with David Robinson, Avery Johnson, Sean Elliott.
Yeah, you got to go back and look at the 1999 season, Don.
Yeah, they won.
But yeah, man, that's not a bad lineup with Murray. But the only thing I think about with that lineup is, to me, to maximize it. I don't know if it's enough 3-point shooting.
Yeah,
I like Murray.
Spurs.
Murray could kind of shoot, but he's not really a 3-point shooter to me. You only got Trey out there. That's why I like CJ a little bit. If you can have some type of point guard with him, I don't want CJ to be on the ball though. But just letting him be a spot up shooter with a lot of attention taken away from him, I think is great.
Yeah, that's right here.
He forgot about that deal.
Yeah,
it was a lockout season.
4-1.
My man Don probably wasn't watching.
The Spurs beat Patrick Ewing's Knicks. They beat them. They beat them 4-1.
The reason I remember it, I was rooting for the Knicks. I wanted to see them dudes get one, man. Michael Jordan had shut them out so many times. I wanted to see him get one, bro.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, that was Tim Duncan's rookie year.
Wait, that was what Sprewell was on his team on the Knicks too, huh? Was Sprewell on that team? Yeah.
Yep. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Mario Elie, Avery Johnson, Sean Elliott, Jaren Jackson, Antonio Daniels, Kerr, Malik Rose, Jerome Kersey, and Gerard King. And then the Knicks squad, Latrell, Allen Houston. No, that wasn't Patrick was gone by then. Pat Ewing. I think was he on that? He was gone. Well, that was Marcus Camby. Yeah, Camby, Larry Johnson, Charlie Ward, Allen Houston, Sprewell, Chris Childs, Rick Brunson, and Herb Williams. Herb freaking Williams. I want to say either he was hurt or he was gone by that year. I want to say what Pat Ewing.
Yeah, my man saying Tim Duncan was there. He still
was.
Tim Duncan was there.
That he wasn't or was?
He said he was.
Yeah, he was. That was his rookie year.
My bad, Don.
Yeah, he was his rookie year.
My bad. I could have swore they won one without Tim Duncan, though. That's what
it doesn't matter, DC. They ain't our damn squad. It don't matter, brother. It don't matter. We know, all we know is the Pelicans have 0 championships, anything. That's all I know.
I was rooting for the Knicks anyway. I could have sworn Tim Duncan wasn't, but whatever.
All right. Now let's go Harper. You like Harper more than Flag for the Pelicans.
Who said that?
I thought you liked Harper. Like
I never said that.
You didn't
matter of
say
fact, I came out.
Then you didn't say he was a better fit?
Earlier this year, I said I like Cooper Flag. And everybody was like, DC Harper really good. And I forgot my man in the chat. He the one put me on Harper. And I went and looked at him. I was like, wow.
So you
Harper's
like Flag
damn good too.
So you like Flag
more than
Harper.
Better as a player because the dude's 17 and look at what he's doing, bro. Like
he awesome.
He got great written all over him, bro. I just think you get great players, you figure out the other shit later. But Harper is a better fit because he can be a point guard. Let's say you can make a decision. DeJounte Murray is not exactly what you want him to be. You can move on for DeJounte, let him be point guard probably. Or you want to move on for CJ. You could put him at the 2 spot. He really could play either or, to be honest with you. So that's why I was saying I think Harper is a better fit. Like he fit right into the lineup. Cooper Flag, I think we need an intelligent coach to make that work, and obviously to bring him along. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree with that. Yeah, I definitely agree that we damn sure don't have, and most mocks got Pelicans picking up Dylan Harper. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. I don't think the Pelicans have the right coach. This is no doubt about it, in my opinion. Because if you're reaching to the lottery to get one of these fantastic players, and the Pelicans will be in position to at least give the 2, maybe 3 of the top players that's available to add along what they're doing. And I really do think after 4 years, and remember, all this is in thoughts of time. Like David Griffin is going on, his next year will be 7 years that he's been with the Pelicans. He's a sub 500 general manager. All of his plans have not been fulfilled, and all he does is sit up there and blame injuries all the time. Like they don't try to improve the health staff by going all out and finding out. Then if you having soft tissue injuries, go find the best soft tissue people you can buy. You got millions of dollars. You got millions of dollars. It's probably worth $6+ billion here in the state of Louisiana. You got all kind of money floating and that's talking about the sports team. We ain't talking about the sports. I mean, not the sports, but the real estate holdings and all of these high-end car dealerships. You don't mess with no funky car, no small time Mitsubishi ass stuff. This bro got all kind of stuff going on. She has a Mercedes Benz and higher end cars.
Miss Benson had a husband, man.
She probably got something going on.
A lot. I mean, just somebody, that could help her navigate through this in her corner. Just that side of it, because you got a lot of these dudes that's putting plays around her. They're just taking advantage of it, bro. As far as what we got in these front offices. But shout out to my man Don Guillory. He said we the best show, man. I appreciate the love, brother.
Salute to you, brother. Thank y'all for being here, man. We appreciate y'all, man, because it's all about y'all, man. We be sitting up here talking to ourselves. It wasn't for y'all having a good old time too.
Man, sometimes me, Q, and Lex, we get up here, and I be looking at the amount of people who up in here, and I was like, I can't believe this shit. This is a horrible ass season. But we got to keep showing up because y'all keep showing up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you know what, DC, that's 100, dog. You're absolutely right. It ain't like we can hit the forfeit.
We want to do this shit sometimes. It's people like Don Guillory, Jay Carvello, my man Marley. I don't want to leave nobody out because it's really all of y'all. But just some of these guys, they've been around like forever. You know what I'm saying? And man, we don't want to let y'all down, man. We try to keep showing up and handle business, man.
It's so easy.
We don't want to be like the Pelicans front office and just drop the damn ball. You know what I mean?
Just be smiling for no reason, just perpetrating the fraud. Everybody smiled up like they. I'm like, what is this?
You just got your ass kicked 80 to 120.
It's fakes.
What the fuck you smiling for, man? What's wrong with you?
We gotta put up a strong front. Like, man, we got to keep it positive. No, you address the issues. They don't run away. But yeah,
you up there too, Pelicans, Nola. Top flight security, I know.
Man, all I know, man, is that at the end of the day, man, we could have hit the forfeit button like our Pelicans are doing, but obviously, man, we are cut from a different cloth, and currently our administration is, man, which is a shame. But we'll be here for the duration. DC crossing over to the matchup.
Gave you some birthday love, big brother.
Thank you, brother Jedi, man, for that. He says, "Hope you 5." Yeah, it was pretty good, my brother. I was been taking it easy, my man, on it, man, changing it up, doing some different stuff, man. Really fortunate.
What's up, Stacy?
So big ups to y'all. What's up, Stace? Big ups to Stace, man. J. Koff, shout out to your brother as well.
Man,
much love. Pelicans know all y'all, man. Much love to all the family.
We appreciate y'all. We truly do, man.
Brother Michael, big ups. Now DC crossing over to this the next matchup that's coming up on the 27th. That's 2 days from now. The Pelicans are matching up with the Phoenix Suns. Now the Suns are 27-31. They're 16-11 at home.
Mhm.
Pelicans traveling out to Phoenix to try to get a victory. And I remember they did beat them by 2 in early December. You know, they were able to beat them. But what happens now? What do you this Phoenix matchup? What do you think happens here? What you call on the Phoenix matchup, man? They lost. They so far they done lost 2 in a row. DC they done lost 2 in a row.
We about to get a loss, bro. I mean, what you think the Pels gonna win 4 in a row? We on a roll?
No, I'm saying, but they done won. These people have been struggling though. DC they've lost. They're 1 out of what?
We are. If they look up struggling in the dictionary, but there's a picture of the Pelicans this year.
I'm just
We
saying,
are the
bro.
epitome of struggling.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 10 games, they're like 2-8. The last 10. They're 2-8 out of the last 10 games. Yeah, they're not looking good. They lost to the Grizzlies. Well, they fought in this one there. They lost by 3 in overtime, 158-148. So they'll have the Pelicans coming up, man. What do you
It
foresee?
sound like they don't play a lick of defense, so maybe they,
right.
They're a little medicine for our horrible offense lately. But let's see who in their starting lineup.
Booker, Bill, O'Neal, Durant, and Nick Richards. Yep.
Damn,
and off the bench is Jones, Grayson.
Royce O'Neal does not fit there. That is weird. Then they got Booker playing point guard, man. Oh my God. The Phoenix Suns are the epitome of how not to do a big 3.
That's your guy over there.
They just got random. They just looked up some good players and just slapped them all together, man. They don't fit. Why is Trey Jones not playing point guard?
I don't know what they
need.
I
will put Bradley Beal on the bench and put Tyus Jones at point guard and let Bradley Beal cook with the second unit, but whatever. I still think they get the dub over us, man. Too much talent. You know what I'm saying? They got a good coach. I remember looking at this cat in the draft.
Remember Iguodala, man?
Yeah, he's a good defender. Real good. He's 7 foot tall. I didn't know he was 7 feet. They didn't have him listed at 7 feet when he was drafted. They had him listed like 6'9". Oh, so he grew. Mm-hmm. Wow, that brother grew into a man. He's probably gonna be something in the future because
22.
He had some hell of a defensive tape, but
he had a little
his offensive game need work, but he was hitting down some threes and stuff.
He was hitting them threes, yeah.
I think he gonna be something, bro. Like, because I was looking at him and that looked like a guy that we might draft. He looked like he fit the Willie mold of the type of player
he was on Prosper too, wasn't you? You was talking about Prosper too.
Prosper.
You remember Prosper? You was talking about Prosper.
I'm bad with names, man. So I got
Dallas. I think he with Dallas now, but yeah. But anyway, Brown won't sidetrack.
I like the old boy from UCLA. I think he went to Cleveland 76ers in the second round.
You talking about the guard, right?
No, he was a big fella. He was like a power forward / center. He'd have been like a small ball center. I forget his name. I think he was not the dude I'm talking about is Nigerian. So if you talking about him, Stacey, but I don't know if he might be talking about Iguodala, Nigerian. I don't know if he's Nigerian too. But yeah, they had a few little guys, man. We was looking at just trying to find them diamonds in the rough. Our boy from Cleveland who wound up balling out. Remember I told you about him?
No, we knew he was going to be something.
Tyson? Bro. Oh man, I was like, yeah.
We know
Tyson, bro. I know he was good.
You knew you could look at him and know he was a baller the way he operated, man.
He did. He do a little bit of everything, bro. It wasn't no way he couldn't succeed. Somebody said give him an opportunity.
Yeah. But in terms of this, what are you saying? You saying a loss for the Pelicans?
I'm saying a loss, but it's a potential for the Pels to get this game. And the reason I say that is because I'm looking at Phoenix and they're obviously top heavy. You know what I'm saying? And our second unit, at least these last 2 games, with the way they've been playing the big lineup and I guess they holding Jose and letting him cook with the second unit. When Jose come in the game, man, it just kind of changes everything. The whole energy of it shifts, and you got Bruce Brown playing like he played tonight. And if Hawk could hit some shots, like it's a really good second unit. They starting to round out there. I don't know how good that fares against true contending teams, which you would think Phoenix would be with the star power they got, but the way they playing, shit ain't just meshing. Then they got Nick Richards there. They still trying to figure that transition out. We all knew they needed a point guard, which they have Tyrus Jones, but for some reason it looks like he's on the bench. I don't know what's going on with Phoenix, but
trying to figure it out.
They're definitely trying to figure it out. But we don't have an answer for Devin Booker. We always got to remember that. But I think maybe with him having point guard responsibilities, I don't know if that
slows him down.
Maybe bogs him down a little bit as a scorer. So it's a chance, but usually, Phoenix is always a tough matchup for us. It's always been, even though we got the one on them this year, and Devin Booker is probably, I guess, forever gonna hate us for the 360 windmill with Zion. So I'm sure he's gonna come in here and do his thing. He always have great games against us. That's right. Over and under for 45 on Booker.
Crazy.
That's right. I'm gonna go under 45. I don't think he'll get 45. But there ain't no Herb Jones. We could put Bruce Brown on him. If Willie was a real good coach, that would probably be a game where you would think about maybe starting Bruce Brown just for defensive purposes.
Yeah, run him around. Yeah,
you want him to be a small ball guy. All this bullshit, right? They don't have a true. I mean, KD, he's a power forward, but he's really a small forward. Put Trey on him. You know what I'm saying? I think the Pels to just get the L, man. Just the consistency that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? I think allows them to lose this game, and I'm pretty sure. Mr. Pussy Weasel that came down there and talked to David Griffin. He come down there and talked to Willie Green. They didn't won 3 games in a row, bro. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So we're gonna see a mysterious game where Zion is out with a hangnail or something. You might see something. You might see something, man. I don't think the Pels want to win 4 in a row. I didn't think they would want to win 2 in a row. So,
well, I mean, they seem to have a vibe going on, man. I mean, Kelly Olynyk and Bruce and Brown comes down here, and they're scrappy, they're talented, and they're really helping out. They're filling some voids right here, and they really are providing an extra boost for the Pelicans. And over the last couple of games, we've seen guys like Karlo Mekovic step up. We've seen Yves does his thing as well. So the Pelicans, these veterans come in here, man, they've really helped the Pelicans win these games. They were if it wasn't for their contributions, man, the Pelicans wouldn't have won these 2 games against them. So I don't see why they can't contribute in the Phoenix game, because DC, besides the scrappiness, you got to admit that these 2 players make the Pelicans a lot more intelligent. Not just Kelly Olynyk, but also Brown. They give them an extra.
We wouldn't if we didn't have them 2 guys. We wouldn't have won.
You wouldn't have won the last night either. You didn't won the other night either. These guys were big in some of these games. It really helped out, man. So maybe you would won that the other night. I mean, it was a kind of a blowout, but because they shot so poorly. But yeah, they improved the overall IQ of the team. Now, I like Brown. Maybe you bring him back now. That $20+ million, maybe less than half of that. If he's interested.
Back, you talking about 11, 12 million?
Yeah,
it wouldn't be bad. You get him and Kelly Olynyk for the price of him, basically.
Right, because Kelly's at 13 next year anyway.
So who else will we sign? Because this is probably the first time in a long time we actually can,
you can run right to it.
We don't have to get a used car, going shopping in free agency.
Nah, you don't. You mean you got next year rolls around, you got Yves will start at the center position. Kelly Olynyk will be there. Then you get Brown for less than half of that. And then you already have Jose. You'll have a healthy Herb. You'll eventually gain DeJounte Murray back. You'll have your draft pick. The Pelicans don't have a 2nd-round pick this year. I want to say. I think they traded the 2nd-round pick away, so they only have the 1st. So and then of course you have.
Wait, who got our 2nd-round pick? So
I don't remember.
Hold up.
I want to say they traded the 2nd.
We got to look this up, Q. We got to look this up, because if they traded the 2nd pick in what everybody's talking about is supposed to be a generational draft, and you can find starters all through the draft, and you trade your 2nd.
They say that every year.
I mean, this is a pretty good draft. They got a lot of good players, but you trade your 2nd round pick in a pretty solid draft.
I want to say they got rid of the second round pick. I'm not seeing it like I'm pulling up. They don't have a second round pick.
2025 second round pick. That's retarded.
Yeah, they don't have it now. According to, let me see if I can pull it up here. But the draft picks I see here, and I remember, they don't have a second round pick. I think they only have the first.
It says Stacy says Charlotte got it.
Yeah.
What is Charlotte doing without second round pick?
I don't know. This is so muddled at this point, bro. We don't like, so you like, that's you look at, really it's the overall pick. It's the lottery.
Man, this is hell, bro.
You'll be our lottery selection. You'll be able
so
to grab.
David Griffin saw that we probably draft, I guess, sometimes better in the second round than we do in the first round. And he thought it was a good idea to trade away all the second round picks.
I mean, remember when he came, he had a treasure trove of picks from several trades that occurred. Plus, he had talent on the team. The Pelicans should be a lot further along than this because he had picks. He had a ton of first round picks. He had second round picks. He had everything. He had players on the team. He had everything. He changed coaches 3 times, and the Pelicans still losing, and they just turn and blame. They go to the fallback excuse, which is blame injuries. They don't blame bad coaching. They don't blame bad philosophy in terms of the teams not being prepared, coming out stinking, being dumb.
It's just injuries all the time. Huh?
It's all injuries all the time. It's just what I was blasting Cam Jordan for when he got his ass up there and during the Super Bowl and talking about injuries with the team. But don't talk about bad coaching. Don't talk about how you had a dumb coach that was backstabbing his players.
What
no leadership.
He's supposed to say that, Q?
No, these are pittance. These are what you call them, bots plugged into a system. They just like robots.
Mario Davis say we're not that far away.
The Mario Davis need to take his ass into retirement, man. As soon as possible, man, because he a part of the problem too. What's going on with the Saints? Sitting up here holding up loser culture. But yeah, this is the thing. Bots who getting paid from the system would not dare slap the hand of the master that's feeding them, even though they got all that bread. They want that. It's just easy for them to sit up there and lie to you to keep it going. So like I say, they all disrespect the supporters. And it's really a lot of that is the fault of the supporters because we shouldn't tolerate that.
We got to tank harder now, bro. Let's make it even worse. We don't have a second. I just knew we had a second round pick.
We don't have a second round.
I thought we could possibly fill, whatever one of the holes we would have on the bench with a second round pick. But
I mean, you ain't really.
Well, shout out to Brandon Boston though. They gave him a standard contract today. So
right. So that right, but see that helps because you got Carlo McAfee getting developed. You're not going to really need to go into free agency, and I don't think they're going to have a ton of money next year anyway to go try to.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, you got the 36 mil from BI that's broke down into
Brown's contract, which is the 23, which falls
Brown
off,
and then Kelly Olynyk. You're probably not going to keep Brown. You're not keeping him at 23. So
I mean, what you going to have?
That'll
like
free
10
up
million?
some money.
What 5? What?
Yeah,
what 10, 12 million?
10 million is a lot of money. You're only probably going to need 1 or 2 players.
And you go for a vet big?
I don't know. Well, let me shout out my man. He said, "Is this mimicking the government?" DC, who would you like to draft? You had a choice. I said that if I got to pick between both of them, I'm taking Cooper Flag. I like Dylan Harper a lot, but I think just the combination of Cooper Flag being 17 and everything that he's doing, like and then knowing about what happened at Team USA last year, him playing with him and how he was cutting up. I don't think you pass on the dude like that.
He's 18.
There's 18, my bad. But I mean, when he started this year, he was 17.
He was 17, right? He 18 now, so he's phenomenal.
I just don't think you pass on a dude like that because you don't know. I don't know what he is. I don't know how he don't have a ceiling right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people be like, his floor is Andre Karolinko from Utah. I hear that.
Oh, he'd be better than him.
Which is a good player, but when I look at him, I'm like, no, he looks better than Andre Karolinko right now.
He does. Karolinko had a good offensive game. He has some grit to him, but this kid
very good defender too.
Yeah,
so that's why I think they compare him. But
well, this kid's more athletic. He's more flashy. Karolinko was.
It's funny you say that because the one flaw that I think he got in his game is his athleticism. To me, he's not as athletic.
He's more athletic than Karolinko.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, but that's the thing though. You know, you have that. He knows how to move. Like he got he knows how to use his, his body. He knows how to score. He got a natural feel. And he like, and it don't stop people. Like I ain't gonna compare the kid to Wonder Boy. Y'all remember that's an old school name for him. But at the end of the day, look at the athleticism. Some of these players, they're saying, man, that might be a little bit overrated. You look at guys like Doncic,
yeah,
you look
it
at
could
guys like
be.
the Joker.
But
How they pulling this
Fred
shit off,
Wagner,
man?
from Orlando,
Right.
he's not
How they
super
pulling this?
athletic to me.
Right. How they pulling it off? How they doing all this stuff? And you got guys that's supposed to be able to stand in front of them and do what they got to do. Some kind of way they pulling it off. And that's just tied to the IQ and then knowing what to do, knowing the floor of the game.
Angles and all of that.
All that. They know the math behind the game of basketball, because they have to, because you can't, you can't over athleticize the guy in front of you. So you got to outthink him. You got to be able to do other things around it. So, and he does it well in college, so, I mean, me personally, I don't think we get Flag. I don't think the Pelicans will land Flag. I think Flag goes elsewhere. I think Harper will more than likely be the guy that you end up with. Although I would love to have Flag. It'd be another terrific scorer.
I had a choice. I'm a pick
if I had a choice, you're right. If you had a choice, I would. It's Flag all day, no doubt about it. The guy is ready-made stuff.
He's 6'9", 6'10". He probably still going. He's
still growing.
18 and he's 6'9", so he
yes.
might be a 7-footer. You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine Flag and Trey and Zion on the, Oh yeah,
Bro,
the Dukas. Yeah, the Dukas.
Right.
Trey,
Flag
Zion,
would grow
Flag.
he could grow into possibly. I'm not saying that's what he is because he's a forward right now, but he could possibly grow into a unicorn center. We don't know. We don't know what he is, bro. 18. From 18 to 22 is a long time, Q.
Yeah, that's true.
So
he's young.
You don't know what he is, and that's what I would gamble on.
I know he's talented, but you're right. The floor is definitely open. The ceiling, he ain't got no top.
And it's Harper for me after that, because Harper he's phenomenal, man. Smart player, NBA pedigree, NBA body right now. He would come in and be bullying Jordan Hawkins right now.
He's 18.
You know what I'm saying? As a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like he would be probably one of the strongest guards we have as a rookie.
You have to go there, DC. You have to say.
Well, I don't mean it like that.
Out muscling Harper.
I ain't saying Jayhawk soft or nothing like that. I'm just saying like
you're right, man. though.
He not
DC, you don't apologize. That shit's funny.
No, because I like Jayhawk. I don't think he no pushover. I don't think he that type of dude. I don't mean it like that.
But if Harper,
he's small.
But if Harper and him playing, he comes onto the team. He definitely gonna be
back him down every time.
He's bagging him down every time, man. Harp gotta get stronger, man.
Sneaky athlete. Because when I look at him play, it don't look like he's that athletic, but he really is.
Dude's good.
He knows like tempo. I like how he switched gears as far as his speed, man. He lull people to sleep and then he'll blow by you. You don't really think he that fast and he could jump like that, but he just be doing it, man. He used just enough of his athleticism for whatever you need to do. I like his game, bro. He plays smart. He measures his energy. You know what I'm saying? His outside shot has looked a lot better because that was the thing I was wondering about with him. He gets to the rim at ease. He shows the ability to be able to manipulate refs. He can be a flat out scorer, or he can facilitate, depending on what he need to do. Not like CJ McCullough facilitation. Mm-hmm. Like he's actually unselfish where he would continue to pass. I like everything about his game. And to be honest, I think both of those players, with the talent that they have, they would fit on all 32 teams in the NBA. They would be able to find a way to get on the court where you can't take them out. That's what it looked like to me. So they gotta get out there and do it. But that's what it looked like to me, man. Two extremely talented guys, man. Either one of them can very well be the number.
Change it around, man. You add that along with a new coach, DC. The sky's the limit for the Pelicans, man. Mm-hmm. We can crash the Western Conference party, man. If we had that.
That's a great question. They say, who is Harper's NBA comp? I would say not Exactly, but he the only player that I could think of like this. I would say James Harden with defense, but I'm not saying he's as great of a scorer as James Harden, but that's the only close comparison I could give him. A less offense, more defensive James Harden.
Yeah, they got it here. They got a list here as comps as Kobe White, De'Aaron Fox, and Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson fit. I don't see.
Well, that definitely
I don't see Kobe
that
White.
sneaky game, that sneaky go game that you talk about. That pause and go game. Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, he don't seem as fast as De'Aaron Fox to me, but I mean, this dude is an athlete, so maybe so.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good.
He real good. And you know what I like about him the most? His dad.
Yeah,
I don't know if everybody should know if you don't know. But Ron Harper is, once I found out Ron Harper was that, it might have been Stacy that you might have put me on him, Stace. When you told me about him and I went and looked at him, I'm like, wait a minute, this Ron Harper kid? And anybody who know Ron Harper, man, Ron Harper was a dude, he could give your ass a bucket. Ron Harper was an all-star, but everybody remember him for playing with Michael Jordan and with Kobe. But he adapted his game to what he needed it to be to win championships. And them getting that three-peat, Ron Harper was a big part of that with the way he played defense and the way he set up the offense. Basically Derek Fisher before Derek Fisher with way better defense. And in his prime, all-star player to get you a bucket. 5
championships.
Just flat out awesome player. Don't take no mess. Had the mentality you want. You couldn't punk him. You know what I'm saying? Big guard.
Yeah, Jordan.
Ron checked all the boxes, man. He just wasn't super flashy. That's the only thing you could really say negative about Ron Harper game. He wasn't super flashy.
Yeah, I like Ron Harper a lot, man. I remember Jordan wanted Ron Harper on that team, man. He was a big guard that could play defense. He could hit the
smart to get him, man. That made them three-piece easy as hell with him and Rodman.
Yeah, Harper was cold, man. Yeah, he had some talent, man. Jordan had talent around him, man. That's one thing he did. He knew, how to get other guys there, man, to help him win, man, on the slick. But yeah, Ron Harper and Dylan there. You got Dylan Harper there, so it's good pedigree there, DC. So you know what that means. What Harp did. Harp was, been working on this kid.
Man,
he gave him the game.
When you get one of them that's that good, and they got like an NBA dad, bro. Like you
already know.
You might have something special, bro.
Because
some of them they had a game like mentally, but they just didn't have that talent. Like you look at a dude like Tim Hardaway Jr. is a good example. Like he's a good player, you know what I mean? But he don't have that supreme talent like his dad had. But you could tell he's a smart player and he know how to play the game. He was ready from day one, you know what I mean? But Harper got the talent, man, and it seemed like the mentality. But
gotta have a coach though, DC. You get that guy.
As you put Willie Green up there, boy, you ain't shit.
Wait for Willie to rub his nose and get another first-round pick.
Oh man, that's crazy.
DC, can we get another first-round pick? Can we get Willie to see if he can get that done, brother? See if we can get another first-round pick to help us.
Man, Willie can't do nothing, man.
He can't do shit. All right, so anyway, man, we're gonna cut
out. Will Willie even make a good water boy at this point, bro?
He probably dropped the water. Bring him the water, and he looking. They got hair in the water and all that bullshit. Willie, what is this? Oh, my bad. Yeah, I had to sneeze. So I mean, it's all good, bro. We're gonna leave Willie alone, man. Willie got he got problems of his own right now, man. So I don't think they fire him. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is an incompetent administration. I think they're gonna lie excuse you into another fifth-year Willie Green, and that's just I have zero faith in Octopus, aka the what, DC?
Pussy ass weasel.
What? Boy, you was drawing from Pimp C.
Yeah, Pimp C. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I was talking about. It was like he had a song that went like that. We're already doing a little too much cussing. I ain't gonna say that song.
All right. So listen, man, we're gonna get out on that, man. I hope y'all. Let's draw out that. I know y'all enjoyed the show tonight. I appreciate y'all. Y'all feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and sub up. Also, feel free to share the show on your social media feed.
Marlon got to check you, bro. You got to put better stuff in the atmosphere. You be forgetting how powerful our show is, bro.
Please
stop saying Willie. You better stop saying Willie gonna be back.
I gotta tell the truth though. I have zero.
Lex would have checked your ass about that shit.
She went on
Lex, man. We missed
that. Where you at, Lex? Shout out to Lex.
Shout out to Lex, man.
She would have went on a whole 5-minute rant about Willie Green.
You be tiptoeing on eggshells saying something about Willie with Lex. Lex go, boy. Lex gonna let you have it. She gonna tell us what plays he didn't call. What the menu was messing up. Oh man,
she just want to slap the piss out of him. That's what she.
He got a slappable face, Q. I said that.
That boy Willie already got the burglar mask on. All he needs is a pistol.
Look at him right now. Look at him right now, bro.
He got the burglar mask on. He put that pistol on you, boy. You ain't gonna know what to do.
It's a perfect example of being too nice right here in front of us.
Yeah,
this is what happened when you're too nice.
Yeah, it sucks. All right, man, we're going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Much love to the faithful. We'll be back on the 27th in the Pels versus Suns matchup. Can the Pelicans get another win? They won 2 straight. Okay, DC says no, he doesn't want the win. All right, so
no.
That'll get us close to flag. Well, so there you go. That's the whole thing is to get flag.
All right, we flag. All Harper. I ain't mad at either one.
Either one is good with me. All right, we out of here. We're gonna holler at y'all the next one. Much love. Go Pels. Peace.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican, and I tell them that. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. You stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, bunch of train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You can double, you can press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That Too.